Welcome back, everyone. Marcelo is my name.
Kevin here. We're back for an episode of 10 in 10 Leather.
When I first got into niche, leather fragrances was something that blew my brain. I actually thought that leather was extracted from
The actual cow. Yeah.
that it was, somehow distilled. It was a very good friend of mine, my perfume pusher, Michael Marzano, who said, just think about it. What do you think this could smell like? Have you ever smelt roadkill, with the, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, leather is a constructed note. It's not actually derived from nature. It's something that the perfumer creates.
I think that's the magic of perfumery. Now, there's some people that would stray away when they hear leather. Maybe their idea of dark intensity is not for them.
Correct.
Looking at our lineup here, if you love leather, this video is for you.
If you don't like leather,
this video is also for you, because what we've curated here are different ways that niche brands have utilized leather in their fragrances.
Correct.
Some ways that are going to be much more wearable for your taste than others. But we've kind of covered the spectrum here, which I love.
The other thing too is that I find that men naturally gravitate towards a leather fragrance, but ladies, don't miss out on this beautiful segment of the market where you can really explore. And some of the fragrances I've put forward here can easily be worn by a man or a woman. In thinking of this lineup, I have been thinking of the ladies that might be watching, that might want to jump in with a nice leather fragrance.
Particularly with some of you guys that have been staying tuned on the channel, you might have heard that Marcelo and I have launched
What is this?
Olfactive Traveller.
Boom.
Our very own perfume brand, and towards the end here, we're going to cover a perfume that we really believe is a unisex, so for men, for women. So stay
And we've
tuned
tested this, so
to
women, ladies who are not that comfortable with leather fragrances have enjoyed wearing Pelle Viola. So we'll talk about that in a second. But who's going to start today?
I would like you to start first, my bros.
All right, here we
Boom.
go. So, uno, due.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start with a nice subtle. This is now designed for everyone. This is where I started. So ladies, if you want to jump into a beautiful leather fragrance, I do love the Memo. So they have the clear Nomads, which is the nomadic leathers. This is French leather. And the classic French leather is a pairing of that leather note with a rose. Now, for boys, you're like, oh, I don't like rose, I don't like flowers in my fragrance. The balance here is immaculate. I can smell it in the air, isn't it? The rose is not sweet and bubbly and fresh. It is a lot more floral in its nature. It has a density to it. So this is why a man can wear it. So it's almost like a dark rose. And then paired with that leather, the leather isn't robust and over the top, so a woman can comfortably wear this. So it's this beautiful balance between this rose and this leather.
It snapped right in, just as you're describing it. I'm picturing rose. Guys could definitely wear it. It's quite woody and deep. Yeah. And then the leather, not that kind of animalic petrol style leather.
No, very soft.
Wearable, yeah.
I always, look, the French do things really well. I like the way they do food and I like the way they do clothing and everything else. So I think I see this as a beautiful French leather article or handbag or something that has a very malleable, beautiful scent profile. And I'm way over time, so it's yours. Recommended though.
All right, for me, we're starting off dark, heavy, robust leather.
Man.
Swedish leather by Pana Dora. Now this here is a perfume that if you love leather, you gotta get your nose on this. It is one that, I guess, if you enjoy brands like Amouage, brands that really do deep, rich perfumes, Swedish leather here is one that captures a very earthy, it has this oud base to it.
Smoky.
And the agarwood is so smoky, it comes off really robust. Something that I think you need to wear the perfume confidently and not let the perfume wear you.
Yeah. Like, does this smell suit me?
Boom.
The moment you say that, you're out.
You lost it. Yeah, exactly. This is, I think, an event fragrance. It is not, don't let me tell you where to wear it, but I don't think this is one for the office because you may clear half the office.
Let me tell you, don't wear this at the office. He's not going to tell you, but don't wear this at the office.
When you're going to an event and there's going to be a room of 300, 400, 500 people and you want to make a statement, this is a statement piece.
All right, I'm going to stay. Sorry,
Sorry,
we're
went over.
10 minutes.
10
minutes.
Cut it quick.
All right, the next one that I'd love is, and again, I'm coming in slowly into this leather thing. So This is Ambre Saffrano. Did I say that right? Yes.
Yep. From BDK.
Yeah, and it is, so saffron is a note that has a leather touch to it. It can also create spiciness in the actual fragrance, but sometimes leathers can be perceived, saffron can be perceived as leather, suede-like.
I love that the saffron, usually in most perfumes, and in this perfume here, it adds this more, I think, elegance to a leather, whereas before, like the one that I just mentioned, really robust and rough.
Yeah.
This one here is actually very refined, smooth.
There is a plum note. I don't know if you, so it's this very delicate
touch of soft sweetness.
Correct. Now this is dried down.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? Yeah. So it starts off sweet, inviting, a touch of that saffron, which is giving it that leather touch. On it dried down, it does go more suede-like, so there is a leather touch to it, but the earlier fruit notes are still playing in there. A beautiful fragrance. Again, if you're uncomfortable with leather and want to adopt this as a fragrance in your collection, then I would either go with one of these two as a starting point.
Yeah. Boom. For me, Kajal, number 4. Kajal is a huge brand that a lot of people love their sweet fruity gourmands, but actually, the one perfume that won them the, I believe they won the Art and Olfaction Awards 2 years ago, it is Kajal number 4, which is now a leather done almost a little gourmandish, but in a very dark way. So there's this nice kind of soft, almost this kind of dark burnt caramel vibe to it. The really warm woods. If you want a leather that is very warm to wear in winter, Kajal 4 is one that I always wear on colder days.
Right.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Boozy, a little touch of booze, but then that kind of dark burnt caramel and vanilla you'll find on the dry down. Super long lasting and a big room filler.
I find that leathers, and I'm glad you said this, leather sometimes can be perceived as a winter style fragrance. So now let me move, so we're still moving down the spectrum of intensity in leather. The next one that I would do is by Widian. It's called London. It's very refined. Think English, think classic. It's sort of very understated, not very loud.
Because when you think London, I don't think you usually don't think leather.
Leather, right? Smell that.
This has almost, it has almost a bit of a freshness and airiness about it.
Yeah, there's a raspberry note in there, and I like the fact that the raspberry doesn't come out. It's not like raspberry, you know. It's actually more fruity than it is anything else.
Yes.
I found that the fragrance. See, early on, I thought this was a fruity note that was in there, but it is lended to that raspberry note. The leather is again supple and subtle. And I find that similar to, I guess, London and, you know, bespoke suits and, you know.
So it's very classy.
Understated.
Yeah.
And I think that's its intention. It's not about being big and bold and like Swedish leather, for instance, where you could be in the forest and someone would be able to smell you. Here, you would blend in with your environment. This is beautiful as a day fragrance, fantastic as an office fragrance, one that I love wearing on a sunny day. So again, leather thinking wintry, this is perfect for a sunny day.
Wow.
Big recommendation.
From there, moving on to, I think if we keep going with the trajectory that we're going in, Milano.
Yeah, and this is where I was hoping you were going to go.
I would call this almost a fruity leather.
This is a fruity leather.
Because of how fresh it is. And this is one that Marcelo and I tried years ago when we first met with the team. And I didn't even know that there was even leather in it.
This is Italian style.
Yeah,
That
is just sophisticated, class, it's fun, it's bright. This is the kind of leather, because it's funny, before I mentioned my last one was the leather in the winter. This is seriously a leather that I would wear in the summer. Very easily. You get the fruity tropical notes in here. It's soft, quite airy. And to wear this outside, that leather, and I haven't really checked, but I believe it's more of like a suede kind of leather.
Yeah.
It holds the performance, but you barely get a touch of it. So if leather is something that you're watching this episode and you're like, I don't think there's going to be anything in there for me, one of the perfumes that I implore you to actually try out and see, maybe you may like it. Milano is one that is just the first step into the world of leather in perfumes.
And I go one more, and this is why I sprayed it on, because I think it's defined as a fruit note, but I wanted to see, actually, they're the first that it's mango-esque.
Always,
don't you think?
Yeah.
It has a mango, and so they released this years ago. Here's the date. So they were one of the earlier ones to incorporate that beautiful mango sort of tropical.
Yeah, but they haven't done it in a way that is like let's say like a Oud Maracuja that's very popular now, very dark and robust. This is actually, again,
You said light and airy, and I think
light and airy and like a summer leather perfume, which is really, it's a must try.
All right, I'm going into weird now. So I like, we're going rogue in the sense of the way we did this. So you went Italian, I'm going to go Italian leather now.
Okay.
Also part of the clear nomad range
Yep.
from Memo.
Yep.
I spread it earlier, smell that. What are you getting? This is the wildest and wackiest leather fragrance you ever
The
liked.
first thing for me is pop of greenness
Yeah. So it has
that I didn't expect.
a tomato leaf.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
here it uses a blend of tomato leaf on that opening. Leaf, not leaf.
Yep.
Tomato leaf on that opening. And then it uses iris in the heart. And the iris gives it a slight green, almost chocolatey touch to it too. On skin, you're going to get more of it's a fascinating fragrance. This is, I showed, because I fell in love with this very quickly, I showed some friends and they were like, this is weird and wacky. And it is. It's actually, if you want a statement maker, you want something that's going to be a little bit different. The leather note is pulled back. It is, I think, more an artistic expression. That tomato leaf gives it quite a unique sort of touch to it. And that iris blended in with that leather is quite spectacular. So, but not for everybody.
Going into unique leathers. Pelle Viola, this is the creation that Marcelo and I
Good segue.
have launched with the master perfumer Luca Maffei, the most awarded. So if you're going to do a leather, go with an Italian. And if you're going to go with an Italian,
Go and look at my face.
go with Luca Maffei. Pelle Viola is the perfume that celebrates Florence in our collection. And this brings the two big star pillars that Florence is known for. The Florentine iris with the Florentine leather. I love that when you opened up the episode, you had mentioned, particularly also for ladies and for those that, I guess, stay away from leathers because they have a picture of a really smoky, loud perfume. This is a leather that we tried to bring together the elegance of how it could sit in a perfume. So the iris plays half of the part, and then the softness of the leather plays the other half of the part. Yeah.
What we did here, and I think this is again the master touch of Look at My Face. So we're using an iris from Florence itself. There's a small farm called Iris Blue. It's owned by AFM, the company that Luca owns. And this is making the difference. It's creating a floral creaminess, but also a malleable when it comes to that leather. So if you are afraid of leather notes, this is fantastic for those people to jump in. This is one that my wife Sandra is wearing constantly. It's one that I love wearing. I was wearing it yesterday. It's really, for me, this is a complete statement maker.
Now we've just launched, so there's actually 1 or 2 episodes that you can already see on the channel.
Boom,
We can pop it up, where people have done reactions, their first reactions to it, and just kind of hear some of the comments about it. What I love is this is kind of a more elevated, refined, sophisticated style of leather because of that iris. And because of that iris, actually, with the first batch, we were only able to make 500 bottles. So
there is limited number, but you get a certification saying that we are getting our iris from Iris Blue. It is numbered by us, and there's only 500 for this harvest.
Jump on some of the episodes to watch other people's comments on how they've experienced the perfume.
All right, we're running out of time. Last one. So I've saved the big monster to the end. This is Cuoium by Alessandro Galtieri's brand.
Would you
Orto
say?
Parisi.
Would you say it's one of the iconic names in his brand?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's let's just call it. This is unforgettable.
And if you're not comfortable with leather, do not start here. This is the most intense punch in the face kind of leather. Super like loud. There is oud in here. There's definitely like earthy notes. It's very dirty, very animalic. Think of a leather that has, or a leather boot that has been soiled, as in you've been walking in manure and all the rest of it. And you've now buried that in the soil. You've left it there for 50 years and you've pulled it back out. I mean, it'd be decomposed, but this intensity
It almost has this
seeped in.
decomposure kind of smell too.
It's intense.
I'm really trying to picture, where can you wear this to?
Okay, so this is now one that you would go, like if you're going into a large area, do not wear this at the office. Why wouldn't wear ever?
Outside.
Outside.
Maybe outside.
This is robust. This is, if you go into a large party, this will project like a monster. It's one, you have to love leather. You have to be really all in when it comes to that leather scent. This is fantastic. And my time is done.
I got one last one. We'll smash this out quick. This is Raffaello by our good friends Pantheon. Now this is a different style of leather that if you wanted to wear leather with the sun out, it's very green. This has a really strong note of wormwood, and it has this nice earthiness here. among all the perfumes that we've done in the leather lineup, I would call this the freshest fragrance.
Right.
So if you want a touch of leather in the base, but you still want this, if you're a fan of more vetivers, green mossy style fugères, then the Raffaello in the Pantheon collection is one that I would recommend.
Boom!
There we go. Leather baby, 12.58. We should start getting like a penalty for every minute over, I think.
Actually, I had Janik, I'm reaching out to you. He did say for everyone we go over, someone as a member of the channel, we should spin the wheel and they should receive...
Oh, and they should... No, they should receive one of these.
No, they should receive like samples or...
Like a gift, okay.
Yeah, like a gift.
That's actually a good idea.
Not a bad idea.
That's fun.
Let me look into that.
And you do the raffle on the weekly mate talk.
Maybe something like that. Actually, let members of the channel, I'm going to put it out to you guys. You tell us what is the best way to do it so that we, if we get, maybe we do get penalized.
We could theme the prize, so maybe because we went over by 2 minutes, we could do like some leather samples.
I think Janik said for every minute we go over,
gosh,
there's something we got to do. Anyway.
That was awesome.
Thanks everyone, hope you enjoyed that. If you want to know more about all things Olfactive Traveller, jump on our website, here it is here. If you want to know more on what those fragrances are about, we did a number of different episodes to unbox them and really showcase what we did. Here are all the videos there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys all.
See you on the next 10 in 10.
Bye.